Welcome to Lesson 5, Editing Video, The Essentials. In this lesson, you'll learn how to do the following: work with clips in the source monitor, create sequences, use essential editing commands, view your timecode, and understand tracks. No matter how you approach video editing, you're going to use a few simple techniques time and time again. Most of the practice of video editing is carefully reviewing and making partial selections of your clips and placing them into your sequence. There are several ways of doing this in Premiere Pro. So before you begin, you're going to make sure you're using the editing workspace. So open Lesson 5, so open Project, and go to where you have things, Lesson 05. I don't know what that meant, but let's see. Let's choose File, Save As, and put Working. And make sure you save it to your Premiere Pro 2022 folder. Open the Workspaces menu and make sure you're on Editing and then reset to the saved layout. So you should be in Editing and reset it to the save layout. When you view a clip in the source monitor, which is over here, you're going to watch it in its original format. It's going to play back the same way that it was recorded, unless you've changed the way the clip is interpreted when you put it in. That's what we worked on in the previous lesson. However, when you add a clip to a sequence, Premiere Pro conforms it to the sequence settings. For example, if the clip and the sequence don't match, the clip frame rate and audio sample rate will be adjusted so all the clips play back the same way. So opening clips in the source monitor is a little like opening files in the Finder if you're on a Mac or Explorer in Windows. First, you'll try navigating the project panel. In the project panel, presuming your preferences have default settings, double-click the Theft Unexpected bin while holding down the Command key or the Control key on Windows, and this opens the bin in the existing panel. So Theft Unexpected, hold down the, what key did I say? Command key, because I'm on a Mac. So double click. In the same way that you would double click a folder in the Finder or Explorer windows, you've navigated into the bin. When you finish working in a bin that you open in the current panel, you can navigate back to the project panel contents by clicking the Navigate Up button at the top of the bin panel. It's talking about right here. So just navigate up, showing you how to do that. So we're going to double click the redvideo.r3d video clip. So double click that. Or you can drag it into the source monitor. You may need to scroll down to find the clip. It's down at the very bottom. Premiere Pro displays the clip in the source monitor ready for you to review and add in and out points. Position your pointer so that it's over the source monitor and press the accent grave key. If you're like me and have no idea what the accent grave key is, which I didn't, but now I do, it is the key to the left of the number 1 across the top of your keyboard, right below the escape key. So when you click, make sure you're in this monitor, and when you click that key, it fills the Premiere Pro application frame, giving you a larger view of your video clip. Press it again, and it returns it back to its original size. If you don't have that key, you can double-click the panel name to toggle the full screen view. So as well as playback controls, there are some important additional buttons in the source monitor. We need to know what those are. This button right here is called Add Marker, and if you hover your mouse over it, it will show you what it is. So that's the Add Marker. This one is Mark In. This one is Mark Out. And you see there's shortcut keys, and so for example, the Mark Out, the shortcut key is the letter O, so on and so forth. Add Marker is M. This is your Go to In button. Step back a frame, play. Step forward, go to Out, Insert, Overwrite, Export Frame, and Toggle Proxies. All of those things that we're going to work with throughout this course. So on the Theft Unexpected bin, hang on a minute. You will often want to include only a specific part of a clip in a sequence. Much of your editor's time is spent watching video clips and choosing not only which ones to use, but also which parts to use, including only the best performances and excluding technical mistakes or fluffed lines. I could do that as I create these videos because I fluff some lines quite a bit. Let's make some partial selections. In the Theft Unexpected bin, double-click the Excuse Me, not Excuse Me tilted. So, Excuse Me, so double-click that. And that will open it in the source monitor. It's a shot of John nervously asking whether he can sit down. Play a clip, play it to get an example of the action in it. Ooh, riveting. Is this seat taken? So John walks on screen about halfway through the shot, but it takes a moment to speak. So position the playhead around 154.06. So 154.06. See, I'm just dragging the playhead. .154.06, and here's where you see it right over here, this blue. So that's just as John pauses briefly and speaks. Note that the time code reference does not start at 000000. Click the Mark In button, which is this button right here. Click that. You could also press I on the keyboard. Premiere Pro highlights the section of the clip that you selected. You have excluded the first part of the clip, and you can see that right up here. But you can easily reclaim this part later if you need to do so. That's the freedom of non-linear editing. Position the playhead just as John begins to sit down, which is around 154.14. 154.14. Doesn't have to be exact, but right around there. Click the Mark Out button or press the letter O, and that will add an out point. And you can see now that you have your in point, there's your out point, and it has excluded the rest of the video. Some editors prefer to go through all the available clips. Adding in and out points is required before building a sequence. Some editors prefer to add in and out points only as they use each clip. Your preference may depend on the kind of project you're working on. Now you're going to add in and out points for 2 more clips. Double-click the icon for each clip in the project panel to open it in the source monitor. Our goal is to produce an edited sequence with natural-looking movement from one shot to the next and nuanced timing for dialogue. As an editor, you would normally carefully review content to find the ideal moments to cut between shots. To save time, the precise timing has already been worked out and included in these steps. First, we'll get a couple of seconds of the man in the suit giving John permission to share his table. Then we'll get another clip from the opposite angle showing John taking his seat. From the HS Suit clip. So HS Suit, so double click that one. Add an endpoint just after John's line of dialogue, which is about a quarter way into the shot, 127.00. somewhere around in here. $127,0016 is what I did, and we're going to add an in point there, mark in, and we're going to have an add an out point when John passes in front of the camera, blocking our view. 127,0214. You see I typed that in, 127,0214. We want an out clip there. For the mid-John clip, double click mid-John. At an endpoint just as he begins to sit down, 139.52. 139.52. In point there. At an out point at 140.04. 140.04. This is a great place to save what we're doing. So just click File and then Save. And this will end this video.